Look at that. It's the best of both worlds. Like I said last time, you want to know what I spend my money on? Other than caverns and souls and shit, I spend my money on stupid stuff like this stuff. You know, Japanese games. Keep me busy all the time. This is Taco. I thought I'd come back and show you one of my meta decks. I run not that many decks, but I run some. Some to just keep me busy. I'll just go ahead and show you one of my decks, which is, Bullbeat. Bullbeat or Hero Beat or whatever they're going to call it. I'll just call it Hero Beat because it's almost the same thing. It's just heroes, but with an XC splashed in. And, there's two different types. There's anti-meta heroes, kind of, which was like a few months ago. YCS won that with that. And then there's the new Bullbeat heroes, which is good because it runs a lot of spells, but a really low monster count. So let's go ahead and get into it. Basic card to run with this: 3 Full-Time Thrasher. Full-Time Thrasher is like a Cyber Dragon, except you don't need to worry about your opponent having a monster and you not having one. It's a really good effect because it leaves you to take care of your own issue with the monster part. So, like, first turn, it's really good first turn to drop this first and then drop another monster, and then you can exceed. Full-Time Thrasher is 2100 also, so if you don't want to, go ahead and go and exceed, you can just go ahead and swing for anything any monster they got. It's a really good card. And it's also a warrior. Next, the hero aspect of the deck. Again, low monster count. And it's a Stratos. I shouldn't have to tell you what Stratos does, but, it's a free e-call. That's 1800. It's really good. And the second effect, nobody really uses it, but then the next card. Pretty much the big thing of this deck is just Bowman. Yeah, the card that's never used during the GX Saga, or at least in Teledad format. I don't think it was Teledad, but I might be wrong. Bowman is a special summon itself. It's the only card in your hand, and if it is, you get to draw 2 cards. If it's the only card on the field, in your hand or on the field, if there's no cards in your hand or on the field, you can draw 2 cards. That's really good, but the main reason is it's for XC, because if you play out your hand, and you can go ahead and just special summon that, you can go ahead and exceed, which is really good, usually. It's not really for attacking. It's really more just to, exceed for it. 3 Alias. Any hero deck does not need to go without this. 1900 beater, Gemini monster. Run it with Spark. Yeah, if anybody has like a second or 2 shiny ones, I'd like to make a trade. Comment section, please. Alright. That's the monsters. Yeah, that went by really fast, but only low monster count, like 10 monsters. Spells, 3 Duality. Shouldn't have to say why, it's good. It's really good. It lets you dig through your deck and pick out something. In my thoughts, in this deck, when you special summon a lot, you wouldn't think to use Duality, but if you can trade in a turn to get things you need, that's really useful. That's really, really useful. And it can help you put the pieces together to go for the win. 2 Gemini Spark. Yeah, most people run 3, but everybody in the card shops around my house have taken all the common ones, and these are 2-3 years old almost. I think 2 years old. This is the last time I bought them, so I got really lucky that time buying them because I can't find any. 2 Mass Change. This, if you've noticed, Mass Heroes have come out, and I didn't know their good effectiveness until now. They are really okay, let me be honest. There's only 2 good ones, and the Earth one's not really easy to get out. So Acid's the only one that's good, and for some reason it's really cheap. And then Heroes Searcher, Emergency Call, and this one, Reinforcements. Literally, they just let you have 4 search cards, which is ridiculous. This is something probably Konami is going to take care of in the September ban list, which is, hey, speaking of the ban list, it's August. So that means that the magazine that has it is going to, spoil it, probably, like they did last year. Anyways, 2 Super Poly. Yeah, most people run 3. I don't have 3. I wish I had 3. But I think I can go get another one, because most hero decks can just put 3 Super Poly and just tell everyone that, play whatever you want. I'm still going to take your best monster and just take it and make my own monster. God, this card's ridiculous. Should have never printed this card. 2 Miracle Fusion. I have a third one, but 2 is just good enough for me. It comes in at the right time, and, you know, with 18 spells, this is not easy. And what every deck in this meta should have, but we probably won't have because of, you know, the ban list. Honestly, I see this going away. Just saying. Or that. Or that. I really don't know. But Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, and Dark Hole are 3 cards you need in every deck, really. Get into the traps. You know, everybody puts this first. And it's the thing you should really put attention the most. 2 Solemn Warning and a Solemn Judgment. Solemn Brigade. This is needed in every deck that runs a trap, unless you run Chaos Dragons, then, you know, you too boss to run traps. You're tour guides instead. 2 Bribe. Yeah, this is something people complain about. They're like, oh, you give your opponent a plus. Listen, if I can negate your big play, your big card that's going to help you go to a game, spell a trap, draw your card. Just draw your card. Because I'm not going to play it for any other reason. So I'm not going to start bribe your MST. That's smart. 2 Balanced Trap Hole. Finally, this card's actually good. Because of, you know, priority being gone and all. 2 Torrential. I don't want to comment on this, honestly, because it's really stupid. And Skill Drain. You might think, since I run Mass Change and all, you might think, since I don't run any Beastkin Barbaros, you might think, why do I run Skill Drain? Well, truth is that I can play it after I make all my plays. Then I don't have to worry about it. But the best part is, I sigh the Beast Kings. And 1 Hero Blast. Yeah, I need 3, but once again, same issue. As soon as heroes got good, all the card shops had no Hero Blast. Well, what did he friggin' do? It was my luck. And the really big engine in the game, in this deck, actually, is the Exceed. 1 Blade Armor Ninja. Alright, 2 level 4s, 2200, detach. You know, first turn Blade Armor is actually really serious threat against somebody because you can really go over somebody. So attacking them twice every other turn, that's 4 attacks in like 2 turns. That's really good. It's good to have multiple of those, but once again, card shop problems. Gem Knight Pearl. This is the replacement for a Blade Armor Ninja. 2600. It's really good. God, I'm waiting for freaking Heroic Champion Excalibur. Next, new guy. May Stroke or Male Stroke. Okay, you know what? Just call him My Stroke. My Stroke, you stroke, everybody strokes. I'm kidding. My Stroke, the Symphony de Jin. Well, My Stroke, what he does is that you can turn a monster face down to remove an XP material, and if he's destroyed, you can go ahead and take one off to keep him from being destroyed. It's a really good card to use offensively. Defensively, well, it's just the sim mains with a less effect, with more ranks, with a bigger rank. Utopia, I'm afraid of C39, so I'm not ever going to play this. It's just spot filler. Photon, you know what? It doesn't even matter. 2100 attack, and it drops the attack of any monster once it detaches the XE material, and it drops any monster that it switches from defense to attack, and they lose 600. Yeah, this is a test just for now, just to see if it works. And the heroes. 2 Absolute Zero, 2 Acid. Well, this is the play you want to use. Mass Change into Absolute Zero, drop it to the grave. Then you can go ahead and go get Acid Destroyer traps. You pretty much destroy their entire field. Mass Hero Acid's a decent 2600. You know, he's really good to use against other opponents, really. So they can't run over that once you get rid of everything. 2 Gaia. Elemental Hero Gaia is a decent 2200, but he drops the attack of any monster that once he comes to the field, which is really good. Great Tornado, same thing. He's 2800. God, he's a beatstick. And the next one, Nova Master. God, rabbits hate this card. That's why I need another one of these things. Hefty 26 that lets you draw one. That is amazing all by itself. And the ace of the deck, in my opinion, is Elemental Hero The Shining. 2600 beater that gets an extra 300 attack for each one removed. Miracle Fusion can make that happen really easy. Well, that was my hero deck, Bubble Beat. If you got any suggestions for it, put it in the comments section. Also, subscribe if you like, and if you do subscribe, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Stop making shitty mats like this. See you guys.